Hey Monique, it's me, Mrs. Elliott. I'm going to send you a quick screencast, but this is basically one of the problems that is on here on the ones that you're struggling. So I wanted to show you how to do this one. Okay, basically the idea is that either the total angle is 180 degrees or the total angle is 90 degrees. So in this case, this is a straight angle, so the total is 180 degrees. So what you can do is you can make a little mark and you can say to yourself, okay, this is 180 degrees. And you might have some that are like this, and there's a right angle in there. So then you know that that total would be 90 degrees. And you're always going to use that to solve these. So the way that you solve it is if this is 180, well, the measure of angle RS, so start in order. We have R, here's P, and here's S. So this bigger one is equal to 8x plus 120, and the measure of angle QPR, so here's the Q, here's the P, and here's the R, is 2x plus 50. Well, here's what you know. Here's the relationship you can set up. This angle plus that angle has to equal 180. So you would just write it out just like we said it. So you would write out 2x plus 50 plus 8x plus 120 has to equal 180 degrees. And then all we need to do is combine our like terms and solve for x. So we have 2x plus 8x, and I'll underline those. Here's a 2x, here's an 8x. That gives you 10x. Then we have 50 and 120. Those are like terms. And together, that gives us 170. And it still equals 180. Okay, now we're ready to solve. So what I'm going to do is subtract 170 to move that to the other side. So I'm just doing some algebra right now. These will cancel. And I get 10x equals 10. So now I just divide both sides by 10, and these cancel. So x is equal to 1. So now I know what x is, so now I can figure out what these angles are. So all I have to do is put in a 1 here in place of x, and put in a 1 here in place of x. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 50 is 52 degrees. I could subtract 52 degrees from 180 to figure this out, or I can just solve this. 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 plus 120 is 128. But no matter what, these two, when I add them up, have to equal 180. So what it's asking me to find is the measure of angle RPS. So what I would put in con would be the 128 right here, the 128. So if I go to con, maybe, and I answer that question, I'll put in 128, and then I'll check my answer, and yay, we got it correct. So if I look at the next one, it's the same thing. So both of these together have to equal 180. And I'm just going to add these two and set them equal to 180. Just be careful on this one because I'm going to have 7x minus 75 plus 4x plus 90 equals 180. All right, Monique, hopefully this helps. If you get to one that you're stuck on, just send me the problem and I'll send you a screencast.